My name is Richard Elmstad, and I used to call this city home. If you live here long enough, the stench of this city seeps into your skin, and you have to get out. I lived here long enough, and then some. Long enough to get to know the people at the top, the politicians who line their pockets while the city decays, the vultures who take what they want while the rest of us go hungry. I'm a painter. I don't make much off my work, but I get by. I come from a long line of politicians, but I never wanted any part of that life. I traded the mansion on the hills for the life of a starving artist the first chance I got. I never regretted it. All the city reporters used to know my name. Some of them knew me for my work. Most knew me for my father. Carl Elmstad, my father, was the leader of the beloved Cosmopolitan Party, and this past year he ran for mayor. He was running against Edward Raban, an old rival of his, and pledged to change the way City Hall did business. He was a natural leader and an honest man. He saw the city not for what it was, but for what it could be. Politics was more than a job for my father. It was his calling. He never took a vacation and always showed up at town halls, for better or worse. The people adored him. Even when he failed, they knew he was fighting for them. He was fighting to take the city back, and the vultures at the top weren't going to let him. The night it happened was nothing special. He was working from home, as he often did. That night was his last. A cold-blooded armed robber broke in and shot him. The killer stole everything he could and left my father bleeding on the floor. My father was a noble man. He deserved better. When I was a kid, my father never had time for me. When I got older, I decided I didn't have time for him. Now I'm burying him, and I wish I could go back. I wish I could talk to him one more time. I'd tell him that I admired his courage, that I loved him, and always did. This was no random crime. It was calculated, planned. I'm sure of it. After the election, my father made enemies, and that night one of them struck back. In my bones, I know that Edward Raban is responsible for this atrocity. But I have to prove it. I don't have many friends in this city, but if there's one person who can help me at a time like this, it's Judy. I only hope she'll take my call. Hello, Patricia. I really missed you.
Hi, Dad.
How was your trip? I hope you weren't bored. It's a long way from home.
What do you think? I was just staring out the window contemplating life? It's the 21st century, Dad. I have my phone. Can we just skip the lame small talk?
Well, somebody's a bit cranky from the trip. Why don't you just relax a bit? We'll talk later.
Can't wait.
I have to find out what happened to my father. I know I haven't spoken to Judy in more than 6 years, but I need her help. I should call her as soon as possible. I'll leave that there. A few experimental paintings. Not my best work. Not much food in there. I'm not hungry. Not much of a kitchen, but I don't cook anyway. Not much of a kitchen. Not much of... My daughter Patricia. I love her so much. She can be stubborn as hell and knows how to get under my skin. But hey, she's a teenager, right? Do you have a moment, sweetheart?
What is it?
How is my sweetest angel?
How should I know? Ask one of your girlfriends.
Come on, Patty. Really?
What do you want me to say?
We haven't seen each other in months. I really missed you.
Oh boy, here we go again. Yes, Dad, I love you too. Do we have to do this every 5 minutes?
When did you become so sarcastic?
I don't know, this morning?
Never mind. How you holding up, honey? I mean, with Grandpa.
It's still hard to believe. I can't wrap my mind around it. How can anyone be so evil?
I ask myself that question every day.
I miss him so much.
Me too. How is school?
Can we please skip the "how is school" and "gee, what nice weather we're having" conversations?
Just asking.
School is fine.
Are you still interested in art? Or are you totally obsessed with boys now?
Are you making fun of me?
Trying to make a joke.
Of course I'm still interested in art, Dad.
What are you working on? Still painting? Sculpting? What?
I'm not in the mood for this right now.
Come on. We used to always talk about art. It was fun, wasn't it?
It was. I just don't feel like talking about it right now.
Okay, geez. Fine. How is your mother?
Oh, now you care? After 10 years?
Patty, stop. I just want to know how she is.
She's fine. She's got a new boyfriend. He's okay, but he's bald.
So?
Why would anyone date a bald guy when they can date a guy with hair?
Don't be so shallow.
Just being realistic, Dad. You should try it.
I am. I just don't judge people based on their looks. Maybe one day you'll go bald. Then what would you say?
Yeah, right.
That's it for now.
Okay.
My bed, conveniently located next to the kitchen. That's what you get for a cheap loft apartment. I wish I had time for a nap. A few experimental... Just a cupboard with a few supplies. Nothing special. My knife! I've been looking for this for weeks. I wonder why it's in here. Just your average bathroom. It could use some cleaning. I already took a shower today. My old friends Chet Baker and Miles Davis. Pure geniuses. No time for jazz right now. A pair of scissors. What are they doing on the floor? This place is a mess. I better clean it up. I'll start with these scissors. Sweet Tamara. One of the nicest models I've ever had in my apartment. She promised she would call me. She never has. A few experiments. An unfinished painting of Sarah Zimmer, a German exchange art student. She was an amateur painter and asked if I could tutor her. In return, she was my model. Unfortunately, she never came back to finish the painting. This is a painting of my old friend Frank. He used to be a professional model. He's still got it. My wardrobe. There's stuff in there I've never even worn. I don't want to change my clothes right now. My work table where I keep my brushes, paints, and other supplies. My paintbrush. I'll take it. That trash can is always filled with sketches that didn't make it to the canvas. Sometimes I wonder if I'm a bit too critical of myself. I don't need to touch that. What can I say? It's a door. I'm sorry, Father. I wish I'd been a better son to you when you were alive. I promise. I will find out who did this to you. I will. Every war ends in peace. Father's favorite motto. I remember having this poster all over our house. I wonder why the word peace is written in capital letters. I don't need that. What a beautiful view of the garden. Autumn is finally here. The leaves are starting to change. What a beautiful view of the garden. Such a beautiful oak desk. I wish I had one like this. I love the smell of antique wood. Looks cozy. No time to relax. Such a beautiful... Looks like my father finally entered the digital age. I have to say, I'm surprised. The police already went through his documents and computer data as part of their investigation. I won't find anything useful in there. Such a beautiful oak desk. Such desk drawers. It's empty. Peroxide in his work office? That's unusual. I'll take it nevertheless. What a nice shelf. I've never seen it before, but I haven't been here in ages. Let me see. An old phone book. I'll take it. Never know who I may need to call. Father's book collection. It contains a wide variety of books, from encyclopedias and phone books to philosophy and science journals. Father's book collection. The old phone book is enough. Why should I call her when she's here?
Cassidy?
Hello, Judy. It's me, Richard. It's been a while.
Wow, the great Richard Elmstead has decided to grace me with a phone call.
Listen, Judy. I know you're upset with me, but I really need to talk to you.
Talk about what?
About my father's death. I need your help.
Sorry to be blunt, Richard, but I haven't heard from you in 6 years. Now you want me to comfort you and tell you everything's gonna be alright?
No, it's not like that. I'll explain everything.
Go ahead then, explain.
Not now. Can we meet in private?
Fine. Come to my place.
Thanks. What a mess. Hey, Judy.
If it isn't the famous painter, Richard Elmstadt.
Please, Judy. Not now. I need your help.
Must be pretty damn important for you to come crawling back to me.
Come on, Jude. Stop it. I know it's been a long time, but I can't change that now. And, well, it's good to see you. I missed you.
Yeah, right. If you missed me, you would have called.
Judy, please. I really am sorry. Look, if it makes you feel better, you weren't the only one. I haven't spoken to anyone.
Why? Why would you do that? What did we do to you?
I can't explain what happened. I needed to leave.
Whatever. So, what do you want?
I'm here because I need your help.
Of course you do. Whenever you need something, poof, you appear. You haven't changed a bit.
So, how have you been all these years?
Don't pretend like you care.
Judy, I can't apologize enough for what I did. I didn't want to leave you. I just couldn't be here anymore.
You could have said something. You could have called. You just disappeared.
I know. I was going through a difficult time.
Don't act like the victim, Richard. We all thought you lost your mind. We thought you were...
I know. Please forgive me. I wish I could go back and change it.
But you can't. Well, nice to have you back, I guess. You look good.
Thanks. You too. I'm here because I need your help.
What a surprise.
I know you're not on the force anymore, but can you still track down anybody under the sun? You still got the system up and running?
Yeah, I still got it.
You're the only one who can help me.
So, spit it out. Who are we looking for?
So, how have you been all these years?
Same crap, different toilet. But hey, I'm alive. I'm retired from the force, but man, do I miss it. I'm so bored, it hurts.
Maybe I can help with that.
Here we go. Guy drops off the face of the earth and shows up at my doorstep saying he can save me. No, thank you.
Come on, don't be like that. I said I was sorry.
I bet you're sorry. You know, you lost a good thing. I know Patricia was never crazy about me, but you were.
What's done is done.
Psh, yeah, whatever.
I'm sure you heard about my father.
Of course. I'm so sorry.
I need your help. I think Raban was behind it.
Jesus, Richard. That is a bold accusation. You know he's the mayor, right?
Exactly. He's the mayor now, since my father died.
I never took you to be the conspiracy theory type. I know it may seem suspicious to you, but you can't just go around accusing people of murder. Besides, they already caught the killer.
I know. That's why I want to find out what really happened. On my own. Well, with your help.
Sorry, Richard. It just sounds a little far-fetched. I need some kind of proof that Raban wanted to get your father out of the way.
See you for now.
Bye.
I still love this view. The window is crystal clear. I don't want to smudge it. My old friend Judy. There was a time when I thought she might be the one for me. But I don't think she holds any warm feelings towards me after what I did to her. She won't help me if she doesn't believe me. I need to somehow prove that Raban was behind my father's death. Judy's computer is practically her baby. I shouldn't touch it. No way. I don't want to give Judy another reason to kill me. Looks like a lot of old police textbooks and computer manuals. Judy used to be the go-to person on the force when you needed to hack into a system. Honestly, I don't need any of those books. She used to have one of my paintings there. I can't say I blame her for throwing it out. I leave that where it is. The plant looks great in here, but it's fake.
I never had much of a green thumb. A very sharp knife. I better be careful not to cut myself. Of course, she never answers her phone, even though the thing is practically glued to her hands. Some hard-earned US dollars. Not much, but enough for me. A pair of scissors. My paintbrush. I've spent many an hour with this guy. Hydrogen peroxide. An old phone book. What is that? It's a sealed document. Why did Father hide it like this? An envelope I found in Father's office. I should open it carefully. These documents appear to be some kind of policy agenda. Let me see. Wow, this is huge. These documents detail my father's proposals for a wide array of new social programs. He called it Project Cosmo. He wanted to reinvest in the city's educational system with major building renovations and a new vocational school downtown. He had a plan to fight homelessness too. The city would build new shelters and partner with drug rehabilitation centers on a new work training program. He was going to raise the minimum wage and create a system that would offer healthcare to all city residents. It's ambitious to say the least. But how would he pay for it? Apparently Project Cosmo also included an anti-corruption initiative. My father had located hundreds of millions of dollars in misused funds. This was money that was flowing to organized crime syndicates and, of course, right into the pockets of Edward Raban and his political cronies. This document identifies at least 24 politicians from both parties who were stealing money from the budget. Amazing. Raban must have found out about this and knew it would be the end of him. Could this be why he had my father killed? I wonder who else knows about this. I may be the only one. I should be careful with these documents. She won't help me if she doesn't believe me. I need to somehow prove that Raban was behind my father's death. I found a series of documents my father was hiding. They outlined an ambitious plan for the city's future. And trust me, this would have been the end of Raban's political career.
What was in the documents?
A series of social programs that would improve the city's schools, fight homelessness, raise the minimum wage, even offer health insurance to city residents. And all of it was going to be paid for by taking down the corrupt politicians who had been stealing from the city for decades. He named names, Judy. Most of them were Edward Raban's guys, too. He planned to go after Raban and his connections to organized crime. He was going to reform the whole city. Imagine the difference a man like that could have made.
Huh, I guess I never knew that side of your father. I always assumed he was just like the rest of them.
No, he was a great man. But I fear he made some powerful enemies.
All right, Richard. Let's say for now that you're right about Raban. Maybe he did have something to do with your father's death. What's our next move? You need me to look into something?
The public won't believe me unless I can prove what my father wrote in these documents. Think you can help? Can you dig into Edward Raban's past a bit? Maybe we can find something that links him to the corruption my father talked about.
Let me check. It's not gonna be easy. Yep, like I thought. I can get you archived newspapers, police records going back a decade, maybe a few internal memos, but the good stuff is classified. Only one with access to the real Raban is Raban himself.
So I'll break into his office.
Yeah, security will definitely let the son of a dead political rival rummage through their office. Good idea.
Well, it's the weekend, so the place should be empty. I know these rich government types. They don't work on their day off.
How are you gonna get in? You need an employee card. Hold on. I might have something. We used to call this the skeleton key. It's an access card like any of the government-issued ones for employees, but it's got a chip so you can adapt to any sensor in the system. Opens every door in the city.
You're kidding.
We used it for investigations that required a little discretion. We got into buildings like Raban's all the time. Pretty cool, huh?
Shouldn't you give it back to the police?
Please. The pension isn't what it used to be. I took a few things for myself on the way out.
Can I borrow it?
Maybe. What do we say?
Please.
Please and?
Thank you.
There you go. That's the Richard I remember.
See you for now.
Bye.
I better get to Raban's office as quickly and quietly as possible. Not yet. She'll notice me. I need to disguise myself. Looks comfortable enough. No time to relax. A vending machine. Fresh, hot coffee whenever you need it. The heater is really blasting. I can feel the warmth over here. This elevator leads to Raban's office. I better watch out for the receptionist, though. She might recognize me as the former mayor's son. Just a middle-aged woman doing her job. She's probably well paid if she's a receptionist for Raban's business. I can't just talk to her. She may recognize me. I need a disguise. I don't want to change my clothes right now. The access card Judy loaned me. The police use it to open any electronic lock in the city. I hope I won't get in any trouble using it. Do you have a moment, sweetheart?
What is it?
Is everything all right?
I guess so.
Just pushing buttons alone won't help. All right, I could use some coffee. Man, that coffee is strong. I can't open the elevator with my bare hands. I put the coffee on the heater and it dried up. The heat has completely dried the coffee. The only thing left is a sticky, sugary residue. Dried coffee mixed with a lot of sugar. Very sticky. I cut the brush hairs from my brush. So, let's piece things together. Voila! A fake mustache worthy of Hollywood. I used to rock a mustache like this back in the 90s. Okay, so I'm really going to do this. I'm glad there aren't any mirrors around here. Good evening, ma'am.
Evening.
I'm here for a meeting.
Could you please show me your employee card?
Oh, of course. You need my card?
You're all good. Wait a minute.
What is it?
I know you.
You do?
You're that famous painter.
Well...
Oh my god, I forgot your name. What is it? Oh, I know. Salvador Dali. I've been to your gallery. It was years ago, though. Such beautiful paintings you have there.
Yes. Thank you.
I'm sorry to waste your time, Mr. Dali. You must have something very important to do upstairs.
Yes. A very important meeting. Have a nice day.
Goodbye, Mr. Dali.
I can't open the elevator with that. I have to find another way. I can't open the...
Hi, Richard. What's up?
Hey, Judy. I made it past the receptionist, and I'm in the elevator.
Took you long enough.
I had to disguise myself. I'll tell you later. So, where's the office?
Let's see. Should be on the top floor.
Thanks. I'll be in touch.
Good luck.
Looks like the electrical breaker box for this floor. I'll try to cut off the electricity. Hopefully that will disconnect the door's security lock. Oops. Looks like I turned off the electricity for the whole floor. I better act fast before someone comes. This thing doesn't read fingerprints. I need a card for that. The scanner isn't working because of the blackout. It worked. The door is open. How ironic. Urban doesn't represent America. He's poisoning this country. I'll just leave it there. Nothing useful here.
Nothing useful. Raban's laptop. Nope, I need the password. There's no way I'll be able to crack it. I would take it with me to have Judy check it out, but it's fastened to the table. Raban's smartphone. Raban's phone will really help me. I better bring this to Judy. Maybe she can track some of his calls. Everything in this room looks expensive. I'll leave that where it is. A huge window. You can see the whole city from here. Wow, what a view. It makes you think. The kind-hearted, honest people of this world live in shacks, while the liars and murderers own everything. Politics my ass. I'm glad I never started a career in politics. I can never bear standing in the same room as someone like Raban. The smartphone I borrowed from Raban's office. I hope he won't notice. I should give it to Judy so she can search through it. The phone might be all I need. I should leave before someone finds out I'm here. My job here is done. Better get out quickly before someone shows up.
I'm telling you, that guy's out of his mind.
I hear you, buddy, but you can't argue with the money.
Oh no, someone is coming.
I don't understand why anyone would want to work here voluntarily.
Beats me.
If I didn't have a mountain of debt, I'd quit this madhouse tonight.
And I'd be right behind you.
How's the consulting business been lately?
I don't want to talk about it. This year's been a disaster. I haven't had a chance to refocus since that nightmare you and I went through. I still can't believe it really happened.
I think about it every day. It was horrible. But on the other hand, if old Elmstat is finally dead, maybe it was worth it.
As long as we don't have to deal with them again.
I hope I never see those.
Shh! Keep it down. They might be listening.
Yeah. Just turn the lights back on and let's go get a drink.
That was close. Well, now I know for sure that Raban had something to do with my father's death. But who are they talking about? I shouldn't stick around to find out, though. I need to get out of here. All I could find was his phone.
That might be enough. Let's check it out. Okay, show me something good, baby. Show me something good. Looks like he only used this phone to call his family. Maybe a few people from the office, nothing out of the ordinary.
So it's useless? Maybe he has a second phone.
Doubtful. He's got anti-scan on this one, and that's illegal. He wouldn't risk putting that on a second device.
Anti-scan? Aren't you scanning it now?
Because I have the physical phone. You can't scan him wirelessly.
I see.
Sorry, buddy. I can take a closer look, but I doubt there's anything deeper than what's for dinner calls.
Okay, well, give it back to me then. I shouldn't make any calls from Raban's phone. It's already risky just having it in my pocket. Hi.
You're back. What can I do for you?
I heard a strange conversation between two men outside Raban's office. They said they were glad my father is dead because they were afraid of them. Any thoughts on who they are?
Could be anybody. Unless... No, that would be insane.
What? Tell me.
There was a string of cases not unlike your father's murder back in the 80s. Within a year, we had 4 or 5 killings, all of them suspiciously similar. It was a big deal back then. The whole force was on it. We learned about it at the academy. Everybody had a different theory, but there was one I found particularly convincing.
Which is?
Some say there's an underground organization in the city. They mostly lay low. Some drug money here, blackmail money there. But when push comes to shove, they take care of those who oppose them.
You're talking about an organized crime syndicate? Some kind of secret mafia?
Very secret. The papers ran stuff on it at the time. You can find it easily enough in the library.
Thanks, Judy. I'll look into it.
Anytime.
Where do you think I should look next?
Honestly, I don't know. There's nothing here you can call evidence. And the few clues you have lead to a dead end. But if you really think your father's death might be connected to those old murders, go to the library, read more there.
Good idea. What else can you tell me about that secret society?
Not much. I learned about those murders from a textbook. And keep in mind, the existence of a secret society is just a conspiracy theory, nothing more.
But you said you thought the theory was convincing.
It would explain a lot, but that's not the same as having evidence to prove it's true.
Haven't the police ever looked into it?
Sure, investigating organized crime is an ongoing effort in the city. Hell, the CIA even stepped in after that string of murders.
And?
They found nothing.
But what if?
Richard, do you believe aliens exist?
No, not really.
Why?
There's no proof that they do.
Exactly. Thousands of people investigate alien life, and a handful of crazies even say they've met them, but no undeniable proof. Same thing here.
If you say so. So maybe it wasn't Raban at all. Or maybe Raban is under the control of these people. I need to find out more about this. I should go.
See you around.